If you want to improve your gameplay in Battle Royale, then you'll have to use the proper settings that allows you to win more games. For example, did you know that there's a setting that allows you to see your enemies better, or a setting that shows the location of your enemies on your screen? You probably don't know about these settings, and I didn't know about these settings either because I was a pretty average player in Battle Royale ever since I started playing this game. But that all changed in December of 2024 because ever since then I started playing Battle Royale as my main game mode and I changed a lot of my settings. And after changing those settings, I went from being average to getting around 20 kills per match within just a few weeks. For example, after turning on this setting called the sound reminder, I'm able to win more gunfights than before because this setting allows me to see where the sound of my enemies are coming from when the enemy is walking or shooting, which is a huge advantage. And now I can use that information to locate and kill the enemies even when I'm not using a headphone. You can find this setting on the basic section of the Battle Royale mode, and you have to click on the one that says show sound reminder to make this setting work. But this is not the only setting that gives you the location of your enemies because I use a setting that's even more accurate than the last one. Now there's a setting called apply 3D hint which shows you the location of your enemies in real time when you're getting shot, and this is a pretty powerful setting because when you're getting shot you need to locate your enemies as fast as possible to win the gunfight. Now to use this setting you have to go to audio and graphics and then click on the effects tab on the top, and once you're in effects scroll down until you see the 3D hint setting and set the hint opacity from 70 to 100 because we need to see the arrow more clearly. Now with the combination of the first two settings you'll notice that you're winning a lot more fights even in crowded locations like farm. But even though I was winning more fights with these two settings, I still had a major problem on my gameplay because I was very afraid of playing aggressive in Battle Royale. A lot of my friends used to get 15 to 20 kills every match, but I was stuck getting 8 or 10 kills when I was playing with the same friends. And I fixed this issue by changing a setting that allowed me to see more area of my map on my screen, and that setting is my field of view. After increasing my field of view, I felt a lot more confident when I was taking fights in close range. Now if you didn't know, increasing your FOV allows you to see more area of the map on your screen, but it also makes your enemies look smaller. But that is not a problem in Battle Royale because you're playing on a third-person game mode and the map is a lot bigger, and that's why having a higher FOV in this game mode will allow you to play more aggressive, especially in close quarter combat. So make sure to set your FOV to 100 to have an aggressive gameplay. Now even though I was feeling more confident on my gameplay after turning on those three settings, I still needed to make sure that I didn't die when I was fighting my enemies inside buildings. Because ever since I started playing Battle Royale as my main game mode, I noticed that the most dangerous place to take a fight is inside a building. Now when you're inside a house in Battle Royale, you're surrounded by walls and different furnitures which will block your view since you're playing in third person. And to fix this problem, you'll have to turn on a setting called transparentize player near obstacle to have a clear view of your enemies even when you're fighting inside a small building. This setting allows you to see your enemies through your player, which comes in very handy in these kinds of fights. Now to use this setting, you'll have to go to the BR mode section of the basic tab and you'll find this setting, so make sure to turn it on. And this setting did help me see my enemies better, but obviously it doesn't work if the enemy is inside a shadow, and that's why now I'll show you a setting that'll make your game go from looking like this to looking something like this, which makes a major difference in spotting your enemies, especially if they're in shadows. And to make your game look like this, you'll have to go to the graphics section of the settings and find this button that says customize color, and once you click on that button it'll take you to a BR lobby and show you a menu, and in this menu all you gotta do is click on advanced and then click on the color orange, and finally set the saturation to 60 and the brightness to 63. So now if you hop in a match, then you'll notice that you're able to locate your enemies even if they're inside shadows. And by the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, then make sure to subscribe. But so far we talked about settings to improve your awareness and gameplay, but now let's talk about a setting that'll help you get more kills. When I was first starting to play Battle Royale, there were times where I had a better gun than my enemy, but the enemies somehow still managed to kill me, which made me very confused. And this happened to me even when I had full armor, which definitely didn't make any sense because I was the one using a better gun. And I managed to solve this problem by turning on a setting called one tap ADS to fire, which made a significant difference on the amount of kills I got every match, because without this setting your gun doesn't shoot while you're scoping in, which is one of the reasons why you die a lot. But if you have this setting turned on, then your gun will start shooting even while you're scoping in, allowing you to land more shots on your opponent. And the second reason why you get killed even with a better gun is because of your ping. Now if your ping is higher than 50 ms, then your bullets will take longer to hit your enemies, which does put you in a disadvantage. But you can use a booster app like Gear Up Booster to significantly reduce your ping and start getting more kills. Now Gear Up Booster will connect you to a better server and improve your connection, so you'll never have to get killed by an enemy when you're the one that has the better gun. It works both on Android and iOS, and I'll make sure to leave the link on the description for you to download, so make sure you're using it when you're playing. So if you turn on all the settings I talked about in this video, then you'll notice a significant improvement on your gameplay in Battle Royale. But if you want to check out some more pro settings in COD Mobile, then make sure to check out this video. I talked about some even more settings on that video, and I know that you guys are gonna find it useful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.